All right, what's going on, guys? It's Luke here. Today we're going to run through how I'm going to be trading this week coming up. This is for the week of April 6th to the 10th, 2026. I'm going to show you guys what I have marked out on my charts, just kind of everything that I'm expecting throughout this week, and then we're going to go through the news day by day. I'll tell you guys how I'm approaching every single day. Now, I'm recording this pretty early into the weekend, but if anything changes, I'll be sure to update you guys on in the Discord, TikTok, all that stuff. So make sure you're following me on all of my platforms. Links are in the pinned comment. And Alpha Futures is still 25% off until I'm uploading this on Sunday, so till tomorrow the 6th. So 25% off, code LukeX. Go check that out. And yeah, let's get right into this. So as you guys know, last week we tapped into that monthly fair value gap and we got a nice reaction to the upside. And as you can see, we're starting to actually show a bullish reaction, right? We look on the weekly, we got a strong bullish close on the weekly right here. And it just looks like, to me, it looks like we want to run higher, but I'm going to get into that in a minute. So obviously going over the week right here, you could see at the start of the week, we had that initial push down into that gap. And then throughout the week, we basically had a strong recovery back to the upside. And on the 4 hour, you can see that we have been actually flipping bullish, right? So what did price do? Again, price came down into this monthly gap, and we also tapped into this daily fair value gap right here. And if you look, like ES actually never tapped into it. So we did have a slight bullish SMT. You can see right here, ES never tapped into that. We had a slight bullish SMT out of that monthly gap, and then price pushed up. It's really not like a big deal, but just something I had marked out. So again, monthly, we're having a strong reaction. Weekly, we got a strong reaction, strong push to the upside. And on the daily, we're starting to show some recovery. So what do I have marked out right now? So right now, obviously, I still have this monthly gap marked out, and I'm going to keep that marked out for the time being, right? On the weekly, what I have marked out, obviously, is the previous week's low, and this is also the low of March. So this is going to be a strong draw on liquidity, potentially, if price does want to go down. But again, we'll get into that after. Going over here, we have previous week's high, which is, again, our next buy-side draw on liquidity. Going down to the daily, what do we have? Again, we have previous week's low down here, which is also the March low. We have previous week's high. The next buy side draw after previous week's high, I have this daily high marked out at 24,763. And then as you can see, we're still trading within this daily bearish fair value gap after respecting this bullish gap. So these are kind of conflicting gaps. I kind of just don't like my chart super cluttered, so I would like clear this. But like whatever, it doesn't really matter. So again, we are still technically bearish on the daily. Like if you just look at it, we're just putting in, what are we doing, right? What's bearish market structure? Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. You know what I mean? So this could just be another lower high. So this is where this daily gap and this previous week's high are going to like be really useful to us for kind of determining what's going to happen next. So let's go over to ES really quick. Look at ES, is pretty much the same thing. You can see price tapped off of that monthly gap. Don't need that marked out. Weekly strong close on the weekly. We have previous week's low, which is also the low of March, previous week's high, going down to the daily, pretty much the exact same thing here, right? We have these daily gaps. You can see that ES very slightly inversed it, but I don't really count that as an inverse. I don't really count an inverse unless it was a strong close above. So yeah, just kind of ignore that. And then we have that daily high up there. So what's my outlook on the week? I'm personally leaning more bullish, but it's going to depend on basically what happens coming up. So what do I mean, right? The reason I'm leaning bullish is because we're delivering out of a higher time frame, bullish PD ray, which was this monthly gap. We got a strong close on the weekly. You can see the lower time frames are shifting bullish. We can see that the 4 hour is shifting bullish. You could see on the daily, we respected this daily gap and we pushed off it, which is a good sign. And what do we have above? Low resistance, higher time frame, low resistance, buy side liquidity. So when you see low resistance liquidity, what do you expect? You expect price to aggressively run through it. Now, is this just going to be based on technicals? No, anything can happen in the news and we could get some stupid news, and obviously that could send price lower. Just give me 1 second. Sorry, I was having a problem with my mic, but basically, when we see this, like, yes, we expect price to go higher, but we need to confirm the shift from bearish to bullish, and that really hasn't been confirmed until we kind of like break structure to the upside. So what I'm going to be doing this week is really paying attention to this daily gap and previous week's high, right? If we get a strong push to the upside and we get a strong close above the previous week's high, if we get a strong push above, that's going to confirm to me that we likely want to keep pushing higher to the next draw on liquidity, which is going to be this daily high. And then from there, it's just a continuation game. So Previous week's high is going to be a crucial draw on liquidity, right? If we push past previous week's high and we displace above it, and we displace above these highs right here, because we do have some 4-hour, 1-hour highs right here, which are going to be crucial. So if price displaces above previous week's high and we clearly show that we want to continue bullish, then I'm obviously going to be seeking out the next draw, which is going to be this daily high. And if we displace past that, then I'm going to assume price is going to want to continue up and take out all of this buy side up here. Now, if price comes up, sweeps previous week's high, or just maintains this daily gap, then and it continues and wants to push lower, then what am I going to be looking for? I'm going to be looking for price to push down to here, and then potentially if we continue lower, then I'm going to be assuming that price is going to be wanting to take out previous week's low. So everything, in my opinion, is going to start from, like I said, this daily gap right here and previous week's high, and we really want to see the reactions off of this, right? We can't confirm anything until we kind of break structure or break above this gap, right? So again, if market opens up at the start of the week and we continue to respect this gap and we keep displacing bearish, I want to see price take this low. If we displace past this low, what am I looking for? Continuations towards previous week's low, and then we kind of have to reassess from there. Okay. Otherwise, under other second bearish scenario, if price comes up, sweeps previous week's high, maybe has a small sweep, and then we start breaking back down, that could be another bearish scenario. But again, we'd want to be seeking out shorts from delivery from this daily gap, or if we sweep previous week's high and then start moving down. Now again, bullish scenario, what do we see? If price trades above previous week's high and displaces higher, then we want to see continuations higher. And then it's the same thing. If we displace past this daily high, then we're going to continue to look for longs up to here, right? Exact same scenario. So I'm not fully bullish until we can really close strong above out of this daily gap. We really truly inverse it. We close above previous week's high. We close above these highs. That would confirm to me that we're really shifting on the higher time frame to bearish to bullish. We're breaking structure, and then we probably want to run higher. Otherwise, if we sweep previous week's high and we keep showing that we want to go lower, then I would prefer shorts. And if we continue to respect this daily gap, then I'm going to be seeking shorts. So our next main buy side draws, again, like I said, previous week's high, daily high, those are the ones we need to pay attention to. And for sell side, we can be watching this low right here and then previous week's low. We can also, pay attention to this daily gap again, like I said, this daily bullish gap. And if we inverse that, then we're really looking to trade lower towards previous week's low. So basically the outlook this week, I am leaning more bullish because of this buy side here, but I'm not going to fully be bullish until we start pushing above previous week's high and confirm that we want to go higher. So I'm just looking for confirmations. So that's all I'm looking for. Same thing on ES, literally the exact same scenario. So again, bearish scenario right here, and then bullish scenario, we confirm higher, and then we look for higher. So key areas to watch, we're still in bearish order flow. Keep that in mind. We're still putting in lower highs and lower lows, and you don't want to be trying to flip bullish on the higher time frame until it gets invalidated, right? So that's pretty much it. This is what I have marked out on my charts, and then we'll go through the news day by day really quick. So starting out on Monday, April 6th, we have ISM Services PMI. This will be a normal trading day with the 10 a.m. news protocol, so basically trying to trade towards market open. If we get nothing by 9:50, we'll let news play out, and then we'll go from there and try to trade something after the news. But yeah, that's what I do with 10 a.m. news always. Tuesday, no major news. We just have some orange folder at 8:30. Another thing, guys, you should, if there is an obvious wick from 8:30 orange folder news, I would still mark that out as a data wick. I used to neglect these, and then I've seen them actually get traded towards a lot. So something to watch out for, but this will be a normal trade day at market open. We have nothing affecting the market after market open. Going over to Wednesday, we have FOMC at 2 o'clock. And this is meeting minutes. So this isn't the actual FOMC. This is just meeting minutes. So this will be a normal trading day at market open for me personally. I'll be trading like pretty much a normal day. Going over to Thursday, we have core PCE at 8:30. We have unemployment claims, all whatever at 8:30. So this would be a normal trading day. Again, if we do get some nice a data candle here, we could look to trade towards that. But market open, this would be a normal trading day. And then to end the week off, we have CPI on Friday. So that's 8:30, and then 10 a.m. we do have some orange folders. So hopefully we get a good data wick to trade towards. I'll be trading normally on CPI. I will probably just be de-risking slightly, to be honest, just because end of the week, we'll see. But I'll be trading this day for sure normally. But anyway, that's it for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. should be an interesting week. We do have a lot of news, and it'll be interesting to see what happens here. But anyway, that's it for me. I'll talk to you guys in the next one, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.